Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set, ready. Cut.
Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, 2 yards.
Black out.
Ritter. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Ready?
Here's Ritter. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up first and 10 at the 45. A quick throw here out to Brown. So he stopped for no gain, and it's second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
On second down, here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Murray. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover. gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On play action, it's Murray. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Murray. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be out right at the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup, And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Akeem Hicks showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Now, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Set.
Ritter to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing the completion.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They get this out quickly to the left side. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. It was Brandon Graham that came in there and got him.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. On the return, Hardy. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ritter throwing on third down. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. On the return, it's King. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
7 yards there and a first down. And the Bills at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Murray now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
This 2nd and 4.
Spike 60. Set.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On is the punter, man, as he boots this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Escaping the pressure right. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Murray now. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can't try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Now Murray. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now Murray again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Murray going to throw. A short throw to Ingram. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Powers through. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Ritter from the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact level time there, and now 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's King. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. They'll get this out to his running back, P-Line. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Murray off play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Here's Hardy set to return. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Murray running left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll take it into the zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kyler Murray, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. On the return, Hardy. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 3.
At their 48-yard line.
Field black. Field yellow. Set.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ritter now. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. J.K. Dobbins, 49 yards. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Giants 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
To throw, it's Murray. He's got a man complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. Call it a gain of a yard, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from a long distance. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Here we go. Set.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Right foot. Set.
Ritter. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
6. Mega. Ready.
Ritter back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by Thornton. Touchdown, Giants! Tyquan Thornton, 29 yards. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
17. Giants 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And fighting down inside the 25. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he stopped immediately there.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Murray. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Ritter will set up to throw it. On the move to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Back to throw, Ritter. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's brought down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's 1st and goal. Dobbins, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Well, that's a group that's well aware of what's going on the scoreboard right now. Excellent work by them to push them back. That defense, they want to make sure the worst they come out of this with is a field goal and a tie game.
Red, cycle. Red, yellow. Pause, red. Ready.
Here's Ritter. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very petty decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live the fight.
Touchdown! O.J. Howard. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
21, Bills 17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Murray to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with first and goal from very short range.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Third down and goal coming up here. To throw is Murray. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Giants... shown up this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now is Ritter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Ready,
So
ready.
a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Set, cut.
Dobbins trying the left side. And this will be a Giants first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Giants, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.